Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cheer from Head to Toe channel. Today I'm going to be talking about something that I think is more important probably than anything I feel I've ever done with you, with Cheer from Head to Toe. And I think it's important that people speak out. I've seen in the press, and probably in the last couple of years, we have had people committing suicide because of people's words, of what people say. And recently, Caroline Flack, who was like the presenter of Love Island, she herself has committed suicide and she was 40 years old. And it really touched me, and it touched me for the reasons why we never know what's going on in someone's life. You never know, like hounded by the press. And I feel like people don't take mental health seriously, you know, because you can't physically see it. It's not deemed as important. It's becoming more important now, but it's not, in my opinion, taken as seriously as it should be. And I'm coming on here today to talk because I love cheerleading. Like you can tell, everyone says it. I love it. It brings me so much joy. But at the same time, the UK cheerleading community can be horrible to each other. I mean, so horrible to each other that it breaks my heart. Like, people can be overly critical and just downright rude and mean and like vile to each other. And I just think we really need to be aware of what we say, and that your words have consequences. They have consequences that you are nowhere near aware of, like that you may not realise that you've done something to someone. And I just think in the UK cheer community, we have to do better. We need to do better now. The community, there are certain places where people go just to spew venom and vile, and they say these things on these public forums, but these things affect people's lives. The consequences, we don't even know what the consequences are. And I just think people all like Caroline Flack, like RIP and everything, but yet you're going to go on a forum or anywhere, you know, some public place and make up lies about people, say horrible things about people, saying things you just don't need to say. Sometimes people just go there just to start an argument, just to have something to chat about. But if one of these people killed themselves or seriously harmed themselves, could you live with that? No, you couldn't. You'd feel dreadful. But you don't think about the things you say. Like, you don't think about how you are truly hurting someone to their core. Like, words haunt people. Words destroy people's lives. Words push people over the edge. I just think we all need to do a lot better to spread positivity, because we all love this sport. That's why we do cheerleading. You know, cheerleading is an amazing sport and it brings so much joy. But there is a negative side, and I can only speak for the UK cheer community because I'm part of it, where people spew venom and lies, and you don't know what it's doing to these people. And the thing I think is really hard is that you might say these horrible comments and then you forget about it, you know, by the end of the week or the end of the day or whatever. But that person will remember that comment for the rest of their life. And I know it seems like very dramatic, but it is very, very true. I'm going to give an example now. I'm dyslexic. I've said it many times. I'm not ashamed to say I'm dyslexic. And on the forum, they decided to, slate me for my dyslexia, saying all these kinds of things. And when I saw all these horrible comments, it hurt me to my core. Like, I bawled. I bawled my eyes out, and I've never felt so attacked. And the reason why I was so upset is because I had these insecurities already. These insecurities they didn't just make them up or just tell me about them because it wouldn't bother you. They told me things I was very aware of. So just be aware of, like, the things you write. You might say, I don't know, this person's ugly or their hair's weird, and they might already feel like that, and then they feel like you're just confirming it, and they feel like, oh God, everybody hates me, blah blah blah. And I just want people to make a change. This community is amazing, but yeah, there are some negative sides of it, and I don't want anyone to have anyone's blood on their hands because they said something so vile that they now can't take back. Like, show you a quick example of how bullying can ruin the rest of your life, or mean words or stuff like that. Cyberbullying, everything. So here, it's a piece of paper. It's fresh, it's clean, lovely. Now this is like us when we are like, you know, like born or fresh or new. And then think about if someone came and they say horrible things to you, vile things to you. This is what happens to us. And then people like to come and be like, people want to come and apologise and say, I didn't mean it. And then you could be true, you could be like, look, I really didn't mean it. I didn't mean to say it. I take it all back. I didn't mean it. The damage is already done. And even though I'm trying to smooth out this piece of paper, I can't get the creases out. I can't get them out. I don't know how I would get them out. I'd have to really think about it. So these creases are left in me for, like, these creases, I see them as scars, are left in people for the people to just sort it out. And you who said those horrible things have gone on, lived your life, moved on, and they still remember you. They still remember the horrible things. And it takes a lot of time to learn to get over these things and learn to not let these things affect you. Like, I just want people to really think about what they write, because the damage you are doing to people can be irreversible. It will take years to get rid of. Now I'm not like, I'm getting emotional, but, and it's not to do with the people online, like, you know, I got over that, but it just makes me sad, because I think this community could be an amazing community if we would just stop being so vile to each other. It's unnecessary harm. I think that's the thing, it's unnecessary. All of this is unnecessary. No one needs to be so cruel. No one needs to bring someone down. No one needs to say your program is rubbish. No one needs to make you feel inferior because you don't go to Worlds, or you don't go to a certain competition, or you can't afford to get a new uniform whenever you get a new uniform. You know, let's lift each other up, let's support each other, let's embrace the joys of cheerleading, which is coming together to love and support each other and help each other. And I don't know, it's just like a wake-up call with this Caroline Black thing, to think, don't wait till there's someone like in our industry and then everyone comes out and be like, RIP to this person, when it didn't have to happen. Because you don't know how people are trying to hold their lives together. You don't know that they are literally at their breaking point and they are just holding off a dear life, and your like little petty comment or spiteful comment could push them over the edge. You don't want that on your hands. So please, let's just be the change. Let's just be better. We all come together because we love this sport. We fight people who say cheerleading isn't a sport to the death, but then still in our own community we are tearing each other apart, pulling each other apart, instead of celebrating each other, which is all cheerleading is. Cheerleading is coming together as a team and supporting each other, and that's the beauty of the sport, celebrating and supporting each other and lifting each other up. We have enough people on the outside who stereotype us, tell us we're something we're not, tell us we aren't something we are, you know? So we need to stop doing it to ourselves, because we're better than that. And I'm just making this video to say, just stop, be the change. Think before you write, think before you speak, and really think about, like, it sounds very dramatic, but would you be happy to find out that your comment led to someone committing suicide? Would you be able to live with that? I highly doubt it. So stop doing it.